The story of when I made 100 grand in 1 week as an inventor. The details of this story are going to be spotty, as I have the memory of a fly. The last 4 years running a business, bringing my brand Torque Strap to market, have been like a violent car wreck the whole time. And I don't mean they went horribly. It's just like when you have a violent car wreck, your ears are ringing a little bit after that. You kind of don't really know which way is north. Remember the scene in Saving Private Ryan when the guy's picking up his own arm? Every day, somewhere around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, I just stop and I'm looking on the ground for a clue. Back in probably 2021, I went viral for the first time ever on TikTok. And that video was very genuine. That video was about the story of why I invented the Torque Strap and how it started to sell and how I was kind of breaking out of the 9-to-5. And that was crazy. To wake up one morning and see over $4,000 in sales was absolutely mind-blowing. Like, the idea that there's enough people in the world to find my product and then pull out their wallet. At that time, I couldn't have imagined 5 people ordering it a day, and something like 45 people ordered it that night. Now, back then my products were cheaper, so my average order value was probably $30. So from that day forward, it was my mission, because now I saw the truth, it was my mission to go viral and get sales, because it was free marketing. And I couldn't afford to pay for marketing because I had such low margins on my product. I was still making it by hand. It was slow, it was cumbersome, it was expensive. So the next year was just this journey of making videos. And the videos would either be very salesy with no views, or just kind of jackass videos that got a lot of views but didn't really convert, right? Didn't educate anyone on my product. And one day, sales had been going okay for a couple months, so I decided to treat myself and buy this truck that I'm sitting in. 2022 new Silverado at the time. Trail Boss. Tell me about it. And what happened was, I thought, maybe I'll just brag about this truck. It's not really like me. I'm kind of this character on my social media. I'm kind of an enigma, because if you meet me in real life, I'm obviously very genuine, very honest, pretty humble. But my persona on this account is like, look at me. I made this. If you like it, cool. If not, F you. And that works for me. I don't know why, but it does. So I decided to make a video with the theme being vanity. And the plan was to strap down a box on a table, crush it on both sides, and show that the torque strap stayed tighter than the ratchet strap. And as I'm doing that, my garage door is opening up behind me, revealing this new truck. Now, the only way that worked is if I titled it just right. So I titled that video, and what I mean by title is the big, let's call it closed caption portion of a vertical video. It said, "I sold so many of these, my accountant made me buy a new truck." That title encouraged people to watch to the end. And at the end of that video, there was a payout in which they saw what they were expecting, and that feels kind of good. So it had all the means to keep the viewer on the video the whole time. But the best part about it was, during the middle of the video, I'm selling the torque strap and showing how it stays so much tighter than a ratchet strap. So I post the video probably 11 o'clock in the morning. That's how I used to do it. I would just pull out my phone, shoot, and then get to work. So shoot, post. 3 videos I posted that day. And by the afternoon, it was at somewhere like 20,000 views. And I said, okay, this baby's cooking. And this was on TikTok. And still really not too many extra sales. I couldn't really see what was going on. That night, it had almost 100,000 views on TikTok. And then it was starting to gain traction on Instagram. And then it started to gain traction on Facebook. We'll get into that in a minute. So I wake up the next morning, it's at something like 300,000 views on TikTok, and it's still kind of building on the other platforms. And sure enough, I've got myself another couple $1,000s in sales than normal. So maybe that first 24 hours, that video attributed to $4,000 in sales. The next day, it kept on getting views. It was somewhere around 500,000 views, and I had $13,000 in sales. And then something really crazy happened. The third day of that video being live, it started to go viral tremendously on Facebook. At the exact same time, it was really still carrying momentum on TikTok. So now you're going double viral. And that day I did $30,000 in sales. I mean, I was absolutely ishting a brick. It was a Friday. You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to fulfill these orders all weekend? My warehouse was shut down. They don't work Saturday, Sunday. And I've never had this much money handed to me at one time in my life. This is like the briefcase of cash. The day after that, it didn't stop there. The day after that, it was getting at least 300,000 or 400,000 views per day on TikTok and on Facebook. So like 600,000-700,000 views a day. So the next day, day 4, I did $31,000 in sales. And then it started to plateau on day 5. So I had a $20,000 day, then a $9,000 day, and then a lot of $6,000 days till I got back down to normal. That, my friends, was a $100,000 week off the back of one video with just the right title, just the right wordplay, just the right action, and just the right payout. Was that a cold, calculated event? No. That was a F it, post it.